Kyle Moxham, Badshot Lea Football Club. First of all, thank you for your, I suppose, the work that you do here at the club. First of all, to introduce yourself, how did you get involved with Badshot Lea Football Club?
So I got involved halfway through last season. I know the first team shirt sponsor Pat Brogan, Brogan's Barbershop, so he invited me down to a game and I sort of got involved ever since.
Okay, so in terms of you, getting to know you, what's your nickname first of all?
People tend to call me Moxie, but that's sort of really it, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Who do you support?
Chelsea.
Any other sports?
I also play cricket, so I follow Surrey. Yeah. So,
what's your personality in 3 words?
Probably loud, laddish, and I'm not really sure. Probably.
How would your friends describe you?
Annoying.
Annoying. That's a good word. Good
one,
word.
Yeah.
It is a good personality trait to have. Also, what do you think of Gav and Fordy, the management team here at the club?
I think they play a good style of football. Obviously, since being here last year, we score a lot of goals, so it's obviously quite attacking, and it's enjoyable to watch on the sideline.
I think someone's just dropped a glass in the clubhouse, hence the little cheer in the background.
Celebrating the win today.
Also, I suppose, summarise your role at the club.
So I tend to just help out on match days. I join the committee in the summer, and so as I say, just come on a match day, help put the goals down, flags out, and then help behind the bar at half time and full time. Always
love a question off script. And this is the big question: how do you find committee meetings?
They're enjoyable because you get to learn sort of the ins and outs of what's happening behind the scenes. On like a day-to-day basis rather than just a match day. I
suppose it's that behind-the-scenes outlook, the insight into a non-league football club, and I suppose the growth opportunities from there on in.
Definitely.
What is your day job?
I work at Heathrow Airport.
As
a facilities manager.
Oh, very interesting, very interesting. I suppose summarise your job day to day.
So basically I just look after the car parks around the perimeter, and as well as facilities management offices, so like the builders, cleaners, and pretty much just make sure everything runs well during the day.
I suppose from a skills point of view, that perspective, people management is a big thing, and I suppose organisation as well. Definitely. Which helps, I suppose, with the committee meetings.
Yes,
there's a little wasp or bumblebee there. Moving on, do you know any other players outside of football?
Yeah, so I went to college with Poundy, Adam New, and a couple of others, I think Macca as well. So I know them from a couple of years ago as well.
So some of the more, I suppose, youthful, the younger players that have come through the youth system as well. I suppose 2 more questions on my list is, tell me one thing people wouldn't know about you at the club.
At the club, probably that I'm a level 5 qualified referee. So if I wanted to, I could referee in the middle of these games, but I tend to enjoy watching it more. So I tend to just stay the other side of the fence.
I suppose you see the game from a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
And I suppose you have some sort of like empathy, sympathy for the referee, or maybe the opposite, I suppose, because you look at it from a referee analysis point of view, positioning, whistle use, and things like that.
It's definitely a different view from the sideline.
Yeah. I suppose you have that some sort of, I suppose, bias being part of the management, obviously. And finally, to summarise today's interview, most importantly, first of all, FA Cup. Last week, Brockenhurst. Just thoughts on that game?
So I wasn't actually at the game last week, but from what I've heard today from the guys who were there, we played really well. Especially after we scored a couple of goals, we definitely got back into the game. And we're definitely looking forward to the trip to the South Coast next week.
And my very, very final question is today's game. Summarise today's game. I suppose individual performances put into a team shift, and the team did really excel on the pitch in very difficult heated conditions.
Yeah, it's very hot today, so fair play to the lads. They played very well. Obviously, we won the game. I thought Steps played quite well in the midfield. Definitely ran it. I think we could have probably scored more goals, but a clean sheet for Bradders and a 2-0 win is a good start to the season.
Kyle Moxham, a volunteer here at Badshot Lea Football Club, part of the committee. Thank you for joining me.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.